Welcome back, guys. This episode of Raid Halloween Edition is brought to you by the number 400, which is how much speed my Eostrid has. Well, actually, I sectioned this off up above too, but I just wanted to go over this quickly. I took basically the absolute fastest stuff on my account, and she was 386 speed as of yesterday. But I figured out that if I just added two pieces of pinpoint, I could get the extra 14 speed onto her. So that's what you're looking at. And that's what I'm going to be featuring today in Live Arena. So let's go. I've built a couple of champions since the last episode of Live Arena. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been at least a month. It's been a while. So how you guys been? Any of the regulars left? Caleb, you still out there? Burrito, you still out there? Let me know in the comments how you're all doing. So I'm going to start with the champion that I know everyone's going to pick. This is one of the biggest problems with Raid Shadow Legends right now, and it's been a problem for a while. This problem hasn't changed. It is Armand's. If I don't pick him first, my right-handed friend over here is going to pick him first. And those are actually the other two that you see all the time. They're actually the other two that I wanted to pick. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Eostrid because I know I'm going to want her. I'm kind of at a loss because what I wanted to do is I wanted to pick Eostrid and I wanted to pick Lady Mikage, but I can go with my +4 Phenax because he's a boss and he's never wrong. So I'm going to go with my +4 Phenax. Nice counter to Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong can, of course, get himself back up indefinitely, again and again. The perpetual motion monkey. Oh man, and he's got this guy. What's his name? Siegfried. I'm probably going to have to ban Siegfried, but you know what? I also want to take Mortu Macabre just because he's got a lot of resist. And to round off this team, you know who else is new? I got Marius the horse. I'm going to bring Marius. I think he's not wrong either. I had to get all the way to the end of the Marius track. It took a long time. I basically had to beat Amius the Lunar Archon, who is a bastard. I don't have to tell you. Anybody who's tried to fight Amius the Lunar Archon, it really doesn't help that they don't let you use all of your best champions. No, they lock off most of them, and then they say, okay, from this really narrow range of obscure champions, who are you going to use? Plarium, you guys are something else. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to get rid of Lady Mikage. I'm not scared of her. Although maybe I should have made it maybe I should have made it the crazy nuker reviver here, whose name I'm already blanking on. I think I've been playing this game too long. So whose aura do I want? I want the speed, so Eostrid. So let's see if the 400 speed pays off. I feel like maybe I'm spending too much time talking and not enough time making decisions. I should be talking while stuff is not happening. But I'm going to go for the speed boost. And and I get cut in on. And this is the problem with not having Armand's or Lady Mikage, and this is kind of why I like to have all three of them. Because everybody else is too slow. So their team is going to cut in on them. And yeah, I didn't put Marius into Stone Skin. All part of my brilliant plan. So I'm gonna start by trying to slay him. This is probably how it has to be, because he's gonna prevent his death. But this way I've activated it. So now I can kill him if I have anybody left. But Mortu Macabre should hold in his stone skin, and he's kind of my secret weapon. I might make him the featured champion in the very next episode and put his stats up top so you can see where he's at. He's got a lot of resistance. So there goes my speed lead. So I'm going to go for it. And I didn't make it. Oh, this is no bueno. Honestly, even if I manage to survive long enough, I don't have a lot of confidence that I can take out the whole team anymore. It's possible, but it is not likely. So I'm just going to call it. This was a fail. Well played, right-handed. So I've also got Thor and Freya built out, but not Loki. I haven't built Loki. I know everybody gets Loki. You see him a lot in lower level arena. He doesn't really make it into higher level meta like the other three. I don't have Odin, sadly. I'm kind of hoping we get to see Odin on an opposing team, though. And we're getting another timeout thing. This is really annoying. This is one of the many reasons, Plarium, why I want to quit your game. This is just unbelievable. It completely disrupts the flow of the game because you're ready to play. You're all psyched up to take on an opponent, and then you just have to wait a whole minute. A minute in this game is basically an eternity, and that's really saying something because this is the game that takes an eternity to build an account in anyway, right? I've been playing this game for 4 years. I think it's been more than 4 years now because I think I started playing just before Halloween in 2020. It is now 2024. All right, Bacon Boy, let's do this. So I get to go first. I think I kind of have to take Armands again, even though I don't want to. Maybe I don't need to feel obliged to take Armand. So they're taking the king and queen. Excellent. Because I don't want them this time. But I do like using the king and queen in live arena as well. They're extremely good together. But I'm going to take these three. No, wait. I wanted to make sure I had her. That could still wait, though. I'm going to take Sun Wukong. I want to make sure I have all of them. And then I will take... You know what? I said I would feature Eostrid, and now I'm wondering if I just want to follow up with Fenax and Mortu Macabre. But I should stick to my guns, so I'll take her. And I'll take Mortu. It's good. I've still got 2 nukers. Always important to take at least 2 nukers. I used to have to remind myself of that so often, and then I will very frequently see opponents make that mistake. Only taking 1 nuker, and then I'll ban the nuker and it'll all be over. You don't want to be on a team with no nuker, especially if you're up against a Mortu Macabre. Then it's just a matter of time. So these are the 2 nukers. I'm not sure who's going to be more dangerous. And either way, Necrit's going to do a lot to protect whoever he's going to protect. I'm going to get rid of Lazarius. I think things get just a little too crazy with him on the board. And I'm going to take the speed lead. So he's got Arbiter. I've got Eostrid. I think I have the speed lead. I've got the Intimidation aura. I have a 5-star blessing empowering that aura. So I go first. That doesn't mean I win, but it helps. You know what? I really wish I had a Fenax right about now. But you know what? I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna increase the accuracy. I got weaken on everybody. The stone skins are gone. She's cleansing it off because of course she is. I knew that would be her first move too. Oh man. Oh, that really backfired. So now my Sun Wukong is dead. It all rests on Mortu Macabre now. I mean, everybody's dead now anyway. And this is why it's important not to lose Sun Wukong like that, because Sun Wukong can kind of dance circles around Mortu Macabre, while we wait for him to get to his peril. But now I don't have Sun Wukong to mess around with them, so this is going to be a really, really easy fight for them, or for me, kind of depending on what happens. And I didn't get my peril, so it's all over. Too bad, so sad. Retry. So I'm going to go ahead and guess he's going to take Armand's. It's a problem that you got this champion that absolutely everybody has, and it completely defines the meta. So if I see Armand's, I know I can take the other two really obnoxiously overpicked champions. And I will go with my speed lead. He's obviously trying to go first. I want to go first. And I do want my Fenax, so that's who I'm going to go for. That's kind of the downside to what happened last time. I got to take all the over-selected champions, and I missed out on my Fenax. So I get to bring him this time. A lot of work went into him. I'm not worried about Gaius. Normally he's a worry because he can just bomb out the whole team, but I'm not worried about that because I have some resistance on my side. I think I'm actually most worried about her because she can shut down Sun Wukong's ability to revive himself. So the team doesn't have that now. I'm losing my speed lead, which is smart. This means I'm probably not going first anymore. Good thing everybody's in Stone Skin, right? Except for Eostrid. She's the only one that's not. But if I lose the speed lead, that doesn't matter because she's not here. And at least they don't have a Warlord or something to shut down my abilities. That's always a big headache. So here comes Armand's with his crowd control. I've already lost my Stone Skin on almost everything. That's pretty terrible. And probably I'm going to have to kill Sify first with Mortu Macabre, because otherwise, with that annoying A1 of hers, she can just put everybody to sleep. So probably what I want to do is kill either Sify first or the nuker first. Or maybe just to be super certain, kill Sify first. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I don't have peril yet. Because not enough attacks are hitting him. So I resisted. I resisted it. That's right, Genesis. This is my plan, is to resist you, but of course it's gonna fail if I don't manage to get rid of Sify. Maybe not, because Sun Wukong can keep getting back up indefinitely, but the problem is Armand's can pretty much control Sun Wukong. Maybe I should kill Armand's first then. Alright, so I do get a chance to do some crowd control. Maybe I can take back this fight. I'll try to keep him asleep or dead. Dead's better. Dead is great. I'll take dead. And I'll do this. So Sify can either try to sleep somebody or what? That was a weird choice. That was a super weird choice. I would have expected her to either try to sleep somebody or immediately revive somebody, but she didn't. So she revives Armand's. He's going to go for his crowd control. Oh no, he's not. I guess he didn't have it. Okay, things are sort of looking up. Sort of. I really want to take out her if we can. Like right now. Just everybody pile up on Siffy. Don't let her go. And I think we have it, because now he could use all the crowd control in the world. If he doesn't have enough accuracy to hit Mortu Macabre, he's gonna die. Was that the first win of the day? We've only had 3 fights so far. I guess that's not so bad. So maybe I'll try to get Thor and Freya in there next. There's some good synergy between Thor and Freya as well, because Freya can prevent Thor from dying. Thor can, of course, do crazy amounts of damage. I tried him out in Classic Arena. I don't know if he's my favorite nuker out of everybody I've ever used, but he is crazy strong. I also maxed out. Where is he? Actually, yeah, he's not here, but his name is Fatalis Blademaster. And the thing is, I have tried this guy out. I really wanted to make him work. Maybe I'll even bring him to just show you guys what I mean. But he is he just doesn't hit. Like, he doesn't hit hard enough. It's kind of bizarre. So yeah, I'll take these two now. Just so I know I've got these two nukers in the mix. So I'll show you what I mean. I want my speed lead, and I think I want Lady Mikage as well, and I'll put her ahead. Usually I try to put the polymorph as early in the turn order as possible, as early in the selection process. I guess that's what I mean. Turn order is, of course, defined by speed, determined by speed. It's like I can't talk today. Turn order is determined by speed. Brought to you by language lessons, which clearly I need. So I have 2 nukers. I have effectively 2 speed leads. So what do I want to... You know what? I just want to use Mortu Macabre again. Although I also kind of want Freya, just in case. But you know what? I'm fine with this. Let's get rid of him, because he really scares me. I'm losing Lady Mikage, which means I get my speed lead. His speed aura is really good, though, and he's got a Siffy. So I might not win this speed race. But I like the number 400. Again, this is brought to you by the number 400. It means that I can instantly see, is my opponent faster than 400 speed? Although I realize it's not as simple as all that. So in this case, it looks like 400 speed was enough. Because if they have Odin grants 40% speed to anybody that's void, which is bonkers. That's the new highest aura by far. I mean, it's not even close to the next highest aura, which is Lord Shazar at 32. Still, if I'm not mistaken, that's still the second best aura. So if you have Odin and Siffy, you probably have the most bonkers speed lead that there is. Or Shuzen, whatever her name is, the Shadowkin speed lead. I think she's even faster. So even though I can only use the A1, that's actually still pretty good. Maybe I will bonk her. I think really, if I want Thor to work well, though, I've got to pair him with both Freya and the Queen. Because Freya can help restore his cooldowns, especially if you're dealing with a Warlord. The Queen saves him from any crowd control debuffs. Freya saves him from instant death. Of course, they could just ban either of those women, and again, Thor struggles to stay standing. Maybe I'd be better suited putting him in Stone Skin. Maybe. I really wish I hadn't brought Fatalis Blade Master at all. He's not good. And he's even supposed to be able to place his own shields, but he hasn't been doing that for reasons I don't understand. I even put him in a I even put him in a shield ring, blood shield ring. Didn't work. So I mean, I'd like to say I just proved why he sucked, but I really didn't. He just didn't get anywhere. Well, I'll start with Armands. If the game will let me. So maybe I'll just stick to what I'm good at. I'll take Armands. I'll take Lady Mikage if she's available. And I will take Sun Wukong if he's available. Like, I shouldn't get too distracted by the various new champions. I can always devote a new episode to it later. Although, with that said, I realize I just forgot about Eostrid. Whoopsie. So if I want to take Mortu Macabre again, I mean, I could still take Eostrid. I could take Eostrid and I could take Mortu Macabre. But I really want to do this. I think this is just better. And I'll probably just eliminate Harima. She's a big headache. She's another problem with this game. I feel like there isn't enough of a counter to Harima. She's too overpowered. So if opponents have her, this is why I like to pick Mortu Macabre last rather than first, because she's the obvious example, the obvious counter, right? And there's almost nothing that I can do. Like if it comes down to Mortu Macabre versus Harima, I can't even do damage to Harima. So I have to get rid of Harima. This guy is going to be putting mad amounts of protection on this guy. Anyway, I'll take the speed lead. Having the king and queen together isn't ideal. I guess I was kind of hoping on Armands being able to control his turn meter somewhat, but of course, he's the one that gets banned. But let's see if I can at least win the speed race. Nope. Oh, of course I didn't win the speed race. I didn't bring my speed lead. Hilarious. So I'm gonna switch forms and I'm gonna try to lift what little I can actually even lift from here. Wow, I placed one weaken. That really sucks. But I'll try to take him out first. It is still possible from here. I can do something. I'm going to go after Necrit first. I still don't love it because I don't want to have to be going toe-to-toe with Sify if Mortu Macabre is the only one left, because she can just put him to sleep. I don't want to go toe-to-toe with a powerful nuker because he can just outright kill him. The Queen, I don't care. And Necrit, I don't care, but the thing is, Necrit's going to kind of be in the way of me killing either of these two. So maybe... Nope, not quite. It's just not enough. Can only crowd control one of them anyway, and I was resisted. Was that luck? Because she's got increased accuracy. And her accuracy is super high to begin with. That has to have been a fluke. And I don't even have peril. I'm just going to resign. There's just no point. So let's do 5 more right now. Must remember to bring Eostrid. She's the speed lead. She's the woman of the hour. Which has me thinking of that new movie, Woman of the Hour. Anybody seen that? I think it's an intriguing story idea. All right, so he's going for Thor. I'm going to go for Lady Mikage, Armand's. I'm going to take Eostrid. And I'm going to take Fenax. And I do want more Macabre. Wow, so he's just going for straight up all the champions from the new fusion, all the Thor related champions. So maybe I'll eliminate Thor and deal with Odin. Odin's pretty dangerous though. But Thor, the reason I choose Thor, or one of the two reasons, one is he's a nuker, but the second reason is he can actually lower everybody's resistance, and I don't want to lose resistance off Mortu Macabre. So that's why I'm choosing Thor. Also, he's harder for my nukers to hit because he's magic. Both my nukers are spirit. He was kind of the obvious choice. So I get to go first. And you know what? I'm going to try to ally attack Odin. Ooh, nice. Alright, no more Odin. That makes me feel good. Let's get rid of Ultimate Death Knight. Next, I could probably just go for Freya right now. Since he's got his Mist Step anyway. There it is, Mist Step. Mist hit on Mist Step. So there, yeah, I won for a change. That was fun. So let's go again. So we have Kriarb going with Lady Mikage. I'm gonna go with the other two, right? Sun Wukong, Armand's. So normally this is where I'd wait and see if they're trying to go first. They are, and it actually looks like she is going to go first, but I'm going to go ahead and take my speed lead anyway, so I can at least look like I'm threatening to ban their speed lead so that I can go first. Even though that's probably not who I'm going to ban. Right now, I'm thinking 100% I want to ban this guy. Because he is death to my Sun Wukong. We can't have that. And he's also got Rhodos. Rhodos also makes me nervous. So maybe I'm back to the idea that I want to get rid of the speed lead. So I'll bring the Mortu Macabre. This is how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to bring Mortu Macabre. I am, in fact, going to eliminate Rhodos. Actually, maybe I should just get rid of Lady Mikage. Because then he doesn't have any crowd control. Rhodos can be extremely dangerous, though. Decisions. I'm going to attempt to go first. I'm not confident it'll be me, but there's a chance that it'll be me. Hey, look at that. Okay. So I'm going to take that and that. And you know what? I'm going to get cut in on anyway, because it occurs to me I don't have any of my other speed leads. So he's going to go for his nuke. He's probably going to try to double shot Sun Wukong and kill him outright. My Sun Wukong is in a reaction piece, but yeah, there was only a 25% chance it was going to kick in. I can't double shot him right now and go through the UDK, so I have to rain swords from above. So it's a rocky start, but we're not defeated. Ugh. We don't have peril off the first hit, though, so that's not a great sign. And now I'm going to be bumping heads against this UDK. No, no, I'm not. He decided to just show some mercy and resign early. It wasn't guaranteed that I was going to be able to... Actually, it was. I mean, he was down to a Lady Mikage. What was he going to do, debuff me to death? So I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, one more turn and I could have just double shot him with Phoenix, as long as he wasn't crowd controlled. But anyway, let's focus on this fight. So we got an Armands. I'm going to take the other two. Right? This is how we open. I find they're kind of the best counter to Armands anyway, because there is no champion that really counters Armands. The response is you go faster with somebody like a proper speed lead at 400 speed, or you polymorph them while they try. That's it. That's the best counter I've come up with. If anyone out there is watching and has a better counter to Armands, I'd like to hear it. Because really it looks like it's basically speed, polymorph. A faster Armands. But we're in gold, so I can't take Armands if he has Armands. And I am going to go for more too. This is more or less my favorite team again. So I'm going to eliminate Thor again. I think I'm going to go with Thor. I mean, the thing is, Odin can be pretty dangerous too. And maybe with Thor on the board, he is likelier to hit my Mortu Macabre and activate Peril. But my instincts are telling me to get rid of Thor, so I'm going to trust my instincts. Thor can be really dangerous too. If he has enough accuracy, he could just straight up steal my Stone Skin from Mortu Macabre and then just nuke him out. But I do have 3 nukers, and he's only got 1. So if I can kill Thor before Thor can kill all of my guys, I think we're all right. But it's really going to come down to what happens, because he is definitely getting the first shot. He stunned 2 of my guys. I could try to just kill him right now. Yeah. Now that feels good. So I don't have to worry about crowd control. I mean, it's basically just a crowd controller now. He's going to be hitting everybody, so Mortu Macabre, if I get a Peril this turn, nice. I've got enough resist too. So you can't turn me into a sheep. He's going to keep accidentally hitting Mortu Macabre, making the Peril trigger. And first chance I get, I'm actually going to target her just because she can't target Mortu Macabre. Or she won't. I should say she won't. If Salo is smart, he won't. But I didn't get Peril anyway. So we got to do it like this. I might be fast enough to get in there, though. Does she have her turn meter booster? I don't think she does. So I can come in and... doesn't matter. Who was I about to knock out? I think I was going to choose Armands, actually. That would have made it pretty obvious, but... Anyway, he knew when to resign. Know when to resign. That's also important for your enjoyment of the game. Like, this can take... Doing 10 fights, that can take the whole 2-hour session if you pick a particularly annoying to use team, but if you pick a fast team, and your opponent picks a fast team, and nothing annoying happens, so I know that's a lot of ideal things that have to line up. The sky has to open up, Vishnu has to come down and offer you 72 virgins. Something like that. So I'm going to take these 2. Basically because I don't want Swallow Tower, that's a great name. Swallow Tower. It sounds like something from fantasy, but you know what they're really alluding to. This is also something I've noticed that's kind of funny about the English language. We have a genre of stories called fantasy that are actually romances. Like in the ancient Roman times, a romance would have been an epic story with lots of battles and stuff like that. Now we call those a fantasy. Meanwhile, sexual fantasies are called romances. Everything is backwards. Swallow Tower is obviously distracted, or is just away from the keyboard. That's another problem. The AFK thing, honestly, if anybody hits a timeout anywhere, this is what I'd do. If I were responsible for organizing the running of this aspect of the game, I wouldn't just have the timeout kick in 3 turns in during the fight. I'd have it kick in pretty much immediately. Like if they just time out on the selection process, just auto select the rest of it. They're obviously not paying attention. They're away from the keyboard. And that speeds up the whole process, and then everything just goes at instant speed. Of course, I say this while I'm talking and not playing. So I'm going to take my speed lead. I'm going to take my Fenax. This guy is super duper scary. I don't know if you guys have seen me fight him before, or if you guys have fought him before. I would love this guy. I have no mythicals other than Lady Mikage. I mean, clearly you can see that. This is what I've got. And he gave up. Interesting. All right, well, we're going into the last fight. That's too bad, because I was looking forward to letting him use that bomber and seeing if he had enough accuracy to overcome my Mortu. Of course, if I went first, it wouldn't have mattered. So he's going for Harima. I think this is my best counter then. Very similar to my counter to everything else, I know, but I'm probably going to ban Harima. The reason? That passive. She reduces the damage to everything by reducing damage reduction by 50%. I mean, that's kind of a specialty damage reduction, but when you think about it, nukers rely on damage reduction, so they're the only ones that matter. And that's why that really matters. So I'm going to take my speed lead. I am going to take Fenax. And this right here is maybe my favorite team in Classic Arena. I'll use the 4 of them together to control and then systematically kill off members of the enemy team until I know it's safe, and then I'll just put it on full auto. And Mortu Macabre can pretty much go by himself, so that's why I like this. I mean, I've got a full team here, and this guy could just sort of go. If any of my opponents out there ever really catch on to the way I play, they would probably just ban Mortu Macabre every time. But what I find people do is they're more afraid of Armand's, because really they should be. He is bonkers. He's pretty broken. And I think they're cocky and they think they can fight around Mortu Macabre, and sometimes they're right. Anyway, 100% it has to be her. As scary as Lazarius is, it has to be her. So I'll take the speed lead and see if I can win my final fight. And then that'll be it. I'm going to go about my day, and you can go about your day, which will probably be watching more YouTube. So anybody who's not done at the end of this video and you're going to watch something else, what are you going to watch next? If you don't know and you want more raid content, and you haven't already checked out Ash's latest video, I mean, he puts them out every day. They're always good. I'm going to go for... Do I have enough power to kill through him now? I bet I don't. So I'm going to try to crowd control him instead. You know what? That's dumb. She can cleanse him. Dang it. This was not a good decision. All right, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to try to lift that. Oh, looks like I actually have enough time. Am I going to hit hard enough? No. I did not hit hard enough to knock him out fully. That's really too bad. Because that would have won me the fight right there. Now we're in deep shit. So he metamorphs. He's got increased accuracy. Well, my A1 pretty much only hits him anyway, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Then she's probably just going to revive them both. So he's used his one move so that he can't, man, so that he can't hit Mortu Macabre. I really want him to hit my Mortu Macabre with as many champions as possible before the Stone Skin expires. This is what matters. Otherwise, he's going to successfully fight around my Mortu Macabre, and there's nothing I can do. And of course, I didn't get Peril because nobody even attacked him. Well, there's maybe a chance here. Maybe. But I bet this guy's going to hit way too... Yeah, that's way too much damage. So that's it. How did I do? Oh, actually, I'm 5 for 5 again. But you know what? Some people resigned early. I thought it was more than one. Anyway, that's about all I got for you guys today. Take care of yourselves. See you on the next video.